पील पुलिस ने वड्डी गिनती दे विच होईयां गिरफ्तारियां दे बारे जानकारी दित्ती है। वो गिरफ्तारियां जिहड़ियां साल 2018 दे मिस्टेकन आइडेंटिटी होमिसाइड दे केस दे विच होईयां ने। मिसिसागा ते ब्रैम्पटन दे विच नवंबर 2018 दी यह वारदात है। 2018 दे विच नवंबर 10 ते नवंबर 20 दे दरम्यान इन्हां घटनावां दे विचों एक दे विच 23 साल दे जेसन रामकृष्ण दा भी कतल शामिल है, जिन्हों किसी होर दे भुलेखे हाईवे 410 मिसिसागा दे विच मार दित्ता गया सी।
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today as we begin this announcement resolving the homicide investigation of Jason Ramkishoon. As you can see by the display of the prevalence of firearms, that this is an ongoing issue. It's a criminal activity that has a lot of victims involved, not just those on the periphery, but of course, in this case, one particular family and one individual that we'd like to speak about. But this is not only specific to Peel region, this is a GTA-wide problem, and this seizure of firearms is as a result of this one particular homicide investigation. I just ask you to consider what the broader scope of firearms prevalence looks like in our community. So with that, on Tuesday, November 13th, 2018, at approximately 12:55 a.m., such an impact happened in our community and affected one family of Peel region, who that night discovered that their son was not going to be coming home that evening as a result of gun violence. Jason was tragically shot while traveling his vehicle on Highway 410 near Courtney Park in the city of Mississauga. He was going home after work and was shot as a result of tools to assist in the investigation of firearms and guns and gangs violence. Guns and gangs, and the guns are a symptom of the substantive issue, pose a serious risk to our community. These funds that we will be utilizing will help mitigate and investigate issues in our region. I need to say also earlier this week I had the opportunity with several GTA mayors, the mayors of my municipalities of Mississauga and Brampton, and our regional chair to meet with others in the GTA and other GTA police chiefs to discuss some of the issues that are plaguing our broader geographic boundaries. As such, I'll be happy post this press conference, which is of course related to this homicide investigation, to answer any broader questions. We will continue to make efforts to resolve violent offenses and the homicide investigations that plagued this region.
We're here today to provide an update into arrests we've made in relation to 3 shooting incidents that took place in both Mississauga and Brampton between November 10th and November 20th, 2018. This includes the homicide of Jason Ramkishoon on Highway 410. Through our investigation, we have learned the following in relation to these 3 incidents. On November 10th, 2018, just after 11 p.m., there was an altercation between a number of people on Del Monte Crescent in Mississauga. During this altercation, 24-year-old Trayvon Edwards Bryan was armed with a firearm and fired numerous rounds at a male victim. The victim fled in his 2013 Honda Accord without sustaining any injuries. Trayvon was arrested and charged in December 2018 with attempted murder and several firearm-related charges. We believe this incident was the catalyst for what came next. On Tuesday, November 13th, 2018, at approximately 12:55 a.m., Jason Ramkishoon was coming home from work as a security guard. He was traveling north on Highway 410 by Courtney Park Drive in Mississauga in his 2014 Honda Accord, when another vehicle pulled alongside his car and a suspect opened fire. Jason Ramkishoon was found in his vehicle suffering from gunshot wounds. He was transported to a trauma center where, despite everyone's best efforts, he succumbed to his injuries. Jason and the victim of the shooting on Del Monte Crescent drove the same type of vehicle. On Tuesday, November 20th, 2018, shortly after 11 p.m., the male victim from the Del Monte Crescent shooting on November 10th, 2018, was driving his 2013 Honda Accord northbound on Highway 410, just north of Derry Road in Brampton, when a vehicle pulled alongside him and 2 suspects started shooting. The victim's vehicle was struck numerous times, and the victim was hit by gunfire himself. The victim was able to drive himself to a local hospital where he was transported to a trauma center and has recovered from his physical injuries. This past week, on Tuesday, January 28, 2020, the Homicide Bureau executed a number of search warrants in the Greater Toronto area and made several arrests in relation to these shootings. Arrested were the following: Adrian Williams, a 25-year-old man, for first-degree murder involving Jason Ramkishoon and the attempted murder of the victim on Highway 410 in Brampton. Akeem Williams, a 28-year-old man, for attempted murder of the victim on Highway 410 in Brampton. Both Akeem and Adrian have ties to the Greater Toronto area. Janiqua Elwood, a 26-year-old woman from Markham, is facing a charge of accessory after fact to murder. Siobhan Grant, a 26-year-old woman from Milton, is facing 2 counts of possession for the purpose of trafficking. Our first shooting on November 10, 2018, Travis Edwards Bryan was arrested and charged with attempted murder on December 1, 2018. He is currently in custody awaiting trial. Throughout the course of this lengthy investigation, it became apparent that the people I have just listed, along with other associates, were involved in gun and gang crime. As you will see in front of me, a number of firearms were seized during the course of this investigation, including a .45 caliber handgun, 2 .40 caliber handguns, 5 9mm handguns, and a .22 caliber Mossberg assault rifle. A total of 15 people have been arrested over the course of this investigation and are facing 115 firearm-related charges. In August 2019, a Taurus semi-automatic .45 caliber handgun, which is on the table here today, was seized during an investigation of a vehicle in Mississauga. With the assistance of the Center of Forensic Sciences, it has been established that this firearm was the one used in the homicide of Jason Ramkishoon, and also one of the 2 firearms used in the second 410 shooting in Brampton. Jarrett Phillips, a 25-year-old man of no fixed address, has been associated to this .45 caliber firearm and is wanted for a number of firearm-related offenses, though it should be noted that he is not involved in the homicide